Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye and this is my world. Today's topic is don't waste time with losers. Don't waste time with losers, ladies. Before we get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all of the new viewers, all of the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, those of you who are new to the channel, I will answer your relationship questions. If you look in the description, you'll find a link with my email address. Just click on that link and send me your questions. Many times your questions help so many other women who are having the same issues that you're having. So don't hesitate, send them in. I will read them on the air and we can talk about it. Now let's dive into this message. Don't waste time with losers. And how do you know if you come in contact with a loser? Number one, ladies, take your time when you meet someone. Because men, they're going to show you what they think is going to attract you. That's what they're going to show you in the beginning. But if you take your time, you'll get to see and know exactly what his intention is and what he's able to offer you. Ladies, it's very important that a man comes with an offer. He doesn't just come showing his face and you're just saying, oh, okay, yeah, I want a relationship. Let's get together. Ladies, we need to stop that. Value yourself. And when you know your worth, you won't be so easy just to give yourself away for nothing. Just to have someone. Because you are afraid of being alone. Ladies, know your power. And you do have a lot of power in these relationships. Once you take control of your power, you'll be happier and more secure. And you won't feel lost because you've given your power over to a man to be in charge of the relationship. No, don't do it. Don't do it, ladies. Now, we do have a letter, and it's kind of lengthy, so I'm going to dive right into it, and we're going to talk about it, okay? All right, here we go. I am widowed since 9 years, single mother of a teen, and I live in France. I have no family or support network. I was involved with the man for 6 years, and I am trying to make sense of it all. The relationship is over officially since 5 months, but I am still struggling. I was mistreated, and I think it is abuse. Well, if you were mistreated, now it was abuse. It was abusive to you, so don't question that. It was abuse. About 2 years after the passing of my husband, who died from suicide, he had depression problems and never sought out for help. I would go back and forth between USA and France, asking him to see a psychiatrist to figure things out because he was not working or doing anything. I had to do everything alone. All right. Then I know you're a strong woman if you had to take on all of these responsibilities on your own and him. So getting back to the story, after my husband passed away, I met a man in the same village that was my age, and we had a passionate romance. He took you fast, didn't he? When you say a passionate romance, everything went fast. He seduced you. Okay. I had my apartment renting. I did not move in with him, but he But we spent weekends and vacations together. All three of us. Okay, so you, him, and your son. Okay. Before I met him, I was looking to buy a house. But I had put that project aside because I had to pay inheritance fees which were not calculated correctly. And I lost a big chunk of my savings. Although I was not really attached to this man, he seemed very interested in me, said that he was infatuated with me and very obsessed with me. What? Okay, so this man, I'm going to stop here. So this man is telling you that he is very infatuated with you and obsessed with you since he met you. Now, when a man tells a woman like that, that's love bombing. He's just telling you that because, you know, women like to hear that a man is head over heels for them. Okay, he's blowing smoke. Okay? But as time went by, about 3 months period, his bad behavior started to come out. You see, now you're getting to see who he really is 3 months out. But you've already bonded with him sexually. That's the downside of it, because now you have a soul tie with this person that is now going to mistreat you. You understand? If you had held out with the sex, number one, you probably wouldn't have gotten this far because he probably has bad intentions for you anyway. So he probably would not have stuck around if you withheld the sex. You see, unless he liked the challenge and he was going to try to break you down. But during that time of the challenge, it would have given you time to look at him a little closer. He knew my husband died from suicide. But when we had an argument, he hurt me and said, "No wonder your husband committed suicide. It's your fault. You should have left him right there." You should have left him right there. If he felt like he could talk to you like this is disrespectful. To the lowest degree for him to say something to you like that. You see, many times men will test you with these insulting remarks to see how much you will take. If you take it, then the insults will get worse and worse and worse, and maybe eventually he may put his hands on you. Don't take it, ladies. When they first come out of their mouths with these insults, leave and don't return. You don't deserve this. You deserve much, much better. All right, here you say, when the condom broke once, he made me take a pill. For the criticism, he would make a scene and leave me for days. Sounds like a narcissist to me. Withholding affection, mistreating you, insult, sounds like a narcissist to me. I was attracted to him by now and tried to work things out. You were attracted to him when you had sex with him. And when you had sex with him, you were going to that's when you decided to work things out. Not here with this criticism. You decided to work it out long ago when you in the romance stage. When you got hooked on him, that's when you decided, I'm going to stick with this. I'm going to try to make this work. And we all have been there. I've done it too. Okay, so you say that he disappears for the next few days. He had some mental health issues, some instability, and major control issues. Because once my son wanted to eat an apple in the car, my boyfriend said, "That's disgusting." He stopped the car in the middle of the street and then took off, leaving my son behind. And you still stay with this man? You still stayed with a man who's just your boyfriend now. He's not your husband. You allowed this man to put your son out. And you stayed in the car with him to take off and leave your son out in the street. You know, I'm baffled. I really am. Why you would do that? Why would you take this man's side against your son? Your son is your blood. Never do that. Take a man's side against your children. That also showed the man that your weakness for him, that he had you under his control, and that he can do with you what he desires. That you showed him that. He then came back in a rage, trying to come inside my place, and I shut the door. He was forcing himself in. A few days later, I saw him all depressed and sad. He is a local journalist at the village. He came to take pictures of an event. He came after me to talk to me. I avoided him. Okay. Okay. Now, wait a minute. Let's try to get a handle on what is going on here. Okay. So, you allowed this man to put your son out in the street. And then, okay, I see what you did. Here you say, I took control of the car and parked near my home. And then that's when he jumped out and tried to bust in the door. He wants to fight now. Okay? This is bad news. He's nothing but a loser. Period. Bad news. Later, he tried to commit suicide. The police said, although I think it was a total manipulation. Now, what kind of sick man is this that you have found? Found. I'm going to say found. Because I tell you, ladies, don't look for men. But this man right here, he's going to try suicide because your husband committed suicide. You know it was a fake. Whatever he did to get the police involved, it was a fake. He was a very manipulative person. Fast forward, I went back to him in June again because he kept coming to my door and I was lonely and depressed. Well, ladies, it's your free will. It really is. You accept him back. You accept him whole, which means his behavior is coming along with him. Okay? And you were lonely and depressed. And probably you feel like being with him is better than being lonely or depressed. I had not healed from the isolation and loneliness that followed my husband's suicide and total lack of support. My body would feel anxious when this man knocked at the door, but I took him back because I was lonely. He bought me a Dior ring, and then we went on vacation again, where we had another argument, and he abandoned me and my son there and came back home. See, every time you engage with this man, you go through that same cycle over and over again. It's never going to change. Never. As long as you are with him, this is the program. He's never going to change. And unless you change, you won't change either. Okay? I'm not proud of it. But I went back and forth with this loser. And since I got stronger, I thought maybe I could handle him. And wanted to see if he could change. What? Men don't change? Why do you think he would change? What would be the reason for him to change. You're doing everything he wants. You're complying with his bad behavior. So why should he change? And he's getting you, all of you, having sex with you at will. So why should he change? Think about it, ladies. Think about it. Since then, he's made his mother buy another house. He is a total loser. He has never worked in his life. Mickey Mouse jobs here and there. His mother and father, though, has a stable income, so they saved up, and as a result, he will have 2 houses. You sound jealous. In that statement, you do. You sound a little jealous that he's able to live through life without taking up any responsibilities and having things given to him. But what's that got to do with you? What's that got to do? What his life has got to do with you and your situation? You need to concentrate on yourself and building your own foundation and not worrying about what other people have and what other people are going to do. This man is not treating you well. You don't need to be with him, period. You need to start loving yourself so that you won't keep falling into situations like this and just taking up with any man because he appears to be a man. And I say appears to be because these losers, I don't consider them men. They're like grown boys, not men. Okay? All right, let's see if we can end up here and see what you're saying. All right, so jumping ahead. So in August, when I went to see him, we were together for 2 weeks. Then he picked a fight. Went from being sweet to mistreating me, provoking a fight because he had someone else lined up. A woman 20 years younger than me. I guess that hit you pretty hard to find out that he was involved with somebody else. I don't know why. Because the way that he was treating you. If a man is treating you like this, 9 times out of 10, he does have somebody else because he's not valuing you. He's not valuing his time with you. He doesn't think that you're worth it. And that's why he's treating you like this. You see? And for you to stay with it, it just shows him that you don't feel that you're worth it either. You see? So there's no reason for him to change to treat you better. To him, you're just like trash. You're disposable. You don't want to be that. You want to pick yourself up and love yourself. Now, you say here, I called her on the phone. So you found out who this younger woman was. And you picked her out on Facebook. And you called her up and told her that she was with your boyfriend that had just left your house 5 days ago. Why? Why did you do that? Did it make you feel any better? Did it make him come back to you and treat you like a loving girlfriend that you wanted to be treated like? Or did you just call yourself throwing stones? You want to throw a stone over there to hit who? That woman probably didn't know anything about you. So why would you contact her? It's him. Why didn't you contact him? You see, ladies, you need to stop going after women who are with men that you feel is your boyfriend. You need to stop that. Stop it. Many times the other woman doesn't know anything about you. He's pretending that he's single with her. He's doing her probably the same way that he's doing you. Nobody knows about anybody, ladies. Go after the men If you have a problem like this, it's the men you should address, not the other woman. Not the other woman. The only way that you would address another woman if she did something directly toward you. This woman never did anything to you at all. It was your boyfriend that went over there. It was probably your boyfriend that pursued her in the first place. So stop going after these women. It's not them. It's your loser boyfriends. You say, I feel he manipulated me. You're darn right he did. You're darn right he did. And you know why? Because you are manipulatable. If that's a word. You are manipulatable. You don't value yourself at all. At all. To suffer this kind of mistreatment. You need to stand up for yourself. But first you need to heal. You need to heal. And you say it here at the end, I feel misled and manipulated. Okay. Now, let me look in this letter. Did you tell me how old you were? You didn't say how old you were. But from the letter, I assume that you're young, a young woman. It sounds like a young woman's deal here. Okay? So, I'm going to talk to you like that. All right? Love yourself first. You got to do that. You need to heal yourself. That's the first thing you need to do. Get on a firm foundation with who you are. Knowing your power before you go out there trying to deal with these men. Know your power. Know what you stand for. Know what your boundaries are and have them before you try to date. And then, if men cross your boundaries, leave them. See, if you love yourself, you have the strength to do that. If you truly love yourself, you don't feel that loneliness. That loneliness and that depression. I got to have somebody quick. You don't feel it when you love yourself, when you are healed. And I encourage you to do that. If you don't heal, your next entanglement could be another loser. Because you haven't learned anything from this one. See, you must heal from these bad relationships. I'm going to say a bad relationship. You must heal from it or you're bound to repeat it with somebody else. Your next experience will be the same thing because you haven't learned the lesson from this one. This man easily manipulated you. And, if he didn't walk away from you, he will still be manipulating you. You never learn the lesson. You need to heal. Go inside yourself. And for those of you who don't know how to heal, in the description there is a link. How to begin your spiritual healing. Just take a look. All right? Take a look. It can save your life. It can save you from repeating these toxic cycles in your relationship. Once you're healed, you won't repeat it again. You will know the signs in these people. You will feel the energies in these people. And you know that they are not good for you. You see, now, without healing, you're just blind to it. You're like sheep. You don't see the wolves out there. But once you are healed, you see a wolf. You'll see him coming. And you'll be able to guard yourself. I hope that you understand the message today. Don't waste your time on a loser. A loser can eat up your whole life. A loser come in there, strap you down with a few babies, and take off. There you are. You got to support these kids, provide them a place to live, and living is extremely high these days. Just finding a place to live and you got a couple of kids is a tough situation. Ladies, you need to think about this before you engage with these men, because men will strap you down with babies and walk away. and leave you to figure it out. You see? And, you can try to take them to court. I don't even know how that system works today. If the man doesn't make anything, I don't know. They just send him to jail? You still don't have anything. So, ladies, protect yourself. These losers are everywhere. Everywhere. And the thing about a lot of the losers, when you meet them, they don't look it. So they're going to do everything they can to be presentable to you. You see, because they got to, this is the hook to catch you. So they look great. But after you deal with them for a couple of weeks, you find out they don't have anything to offer you. Ladies, remember, you are the prize. Any man that approaches you needs to come with an offer. With an offer. Or why would you want to be with him? What is he offering that will better your life? Now, a lot of women, they'll go into a situation thinking because he has it, that he's going to share it with you. No. Can't go by that. You cannot go by that. Every man that has something is not going to be generous to you. You see? You want a man who is willing to share what he has with you. See, there's a difference in that. A lot of men are there to take from you, ladies. To take it from you. And they'll take it and go and take it away from you. Ladies, you want a man who can benefit your life. That's what the offer is. He's bringing something to enhance your life. If he can't do that, if he doesn't have an offer, then you need to walk away. Period. Period. And in the first few dates, you can tell if he's coming to offer something or coming to take something. And those of you who can't tell a difference, you need to be healed. Okay? I hope that this message helped someone, and I really hope that you understand it. Now, those of you who may be missing the affirmations and the movements, I have moved it to a sister channel. And if you click the link in the description that says affirmations and exercise, it will take you right to the affirmation for today. Okay? I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you for your comments and your letters. And a special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best. And I really hope to see you next time.